How's it going, YouTube? This is Skul, and welcome to the live stream for the Nintendo Direct of September 13, 2017. In just about 10 minutes, the Direct is going to start, and I am streaming it. I'm capturing the video from Twitch, and I'm streaming it back here to you guys on YouTube. With any luck, my internet will hold up well enough for this to work out. Hopefully for the entirety of the Direct, and then afterwards as well, I will be having a discussion of what goes on during the Direct with my friends. I believe Fishy and Kyle are going to be there, as well as Crystal a little later. Crystal's actually moderating the chat right now. And if you're watching this on YouTube after the fact, then go ahead and just skip forward to probably after the Direct itself in order to listen to our discussion. I will not be doing any live reactions during the Direct. I prefer just for you guys to watch it uninterrupted, and then I'll give my reactions afterwards as well. If you want to watch it live on Nintendo's Twitch or YouTube page, then feel free. You'll be seeing it a few seconds faster over there than over here. But if you want a nice clean chat to hang out, then this is the place for you. So, anyway. Oh, she'll be there right when it's over. Perfect. Anyway, so it begins in about 9 minutes now. Not too long. As soon as it starts, I will mute my mic, and you'll be able to hear everything in all its glory. I will be taking notes the entire time. This is a 45-minute Direct, and let me put this into context. The last time we had something this long that wasn't at E3 was in January, back before the Switch itself came out. So this is a very big deal. Of course, everyone's trying to predict what we're going to see, what we might see, what we won't see. I think everyone's sort of expecting something related to Super Smash Bros. I personally think that the likelihood of that is 10% or less of something actually happening related to Super Smash Bros. Either a port of Smash 4 or a Smash 5. I just think it's too early for that, just personally. As you can see on the screen right now, this is live captured from Nintendo's Twitch at this very moment. As you can see on the screen right now, it very blatantly states there at the bottom that it is going to include information on Super Mario Odyssey. Knowing Nintendo, that could mean we're going to have 40 minutes of Mario Odyssey, and then it's going to end with a 5-minute sizzle reel of everything else. I don't think that's actually what's going to happen, but I think that Mario Odyssey will be the highlight of what's going on here on the Direct. I guess we'll just see. Other than that, my actual predictions are as follows. I think, obviously, we're going to get a whole lot more Odyssey info. I think that any releases that are coming out during the rest of this year, we will get release dates for. The current big ones that don't have a release date yet are Xenoblade Chronicles 2, Skyrim, Monopoly, and Rocket League. I think that all of those and more are going to get release dates during this. I think that we will see some information relating to Pokemon Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. I think there will be something related to. Oh, we just got a $5 donation from Lilith X MC. Thank you so much. I was unprepared to account for that, but thank you. I think that we'll be getting a little tidbit that you know, Metroid: Samus Returns comes out in just 2 days. And for anyone who's wondering, yes, I will be getting that myself. Lily, that donation was accounted for, and I will be adding it to my donation goal, which I am currently not. I do not have up here because that's not the point of this stream. The point of this stream is just to show off the Direct and have fun, right? So, anyway. I think that we'll get a major announcement of some kind for something entirely new. Something that hasn't been seen before, something that hasn't even been rumored before. And it's going to be big. Not just an indie title coming to the Switch. I mean, like a big Nintendo-sponsored or even Nintendo-headed something that we don't know anything about. That's what I think. I think that will be seen here. Otherwise, I think that most of what we're going to see here is just what's going to come out between now and the end of the year. Maybe some more information on the Kirby and Yoshi games. I don't know. We'll have to see. It's going to be really, at this point, anything's possible. Like I said, we haven't had a Direct this long since January, before the Switch came out. Back before the Switch was a thing, before it was as big as anyone thought it would ever be. I mean, seriously, the Switch is just huge right now. So, yeah, I mean, this is just amazing. Am I talking? I am talking, right? You guys can hear me, correct? Oh, I am talking. Okay, it's just fishy. It's fishy being fishy. Okay. Anyway, I guess since we're just a few minutes out, you're just going to have to... if you guys donate, I will take note of it, and I will add it to my donation goal, but of course, it's going to be... if it goes during the stream, then I will be unable to acknowledge it live on stream, but know that I will see it, and you do have my thanks if you wish to do that. If you wish to save it until after the Direct is over and when I'm in the middle of my discussion with my friends, then that's probably a more opportune time to do it. But if you need to do it earlier, or if you want to do it earlier, please feel free if you so wish. All my donations right now are going towards parts for a brand new gaming PC. So until... so we have about 3 minutes left until the Direct starts. Counting the time delay for you guys, you got about 4 minutes left, I suppose. Although by the time you hear this, it's going to be, yeah, it's about 3 minutes, whatever. So, yeah, let's see. I'm also expecting some new Amiibo announcements. I'm expecting information on Breath of the Wild's Champions Ballad DLC. I am expecting some new stuff for 3DS, because, honestly, between now and Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon, all we have is Samus Returns, and I can't imagine them devoting too much time to that. There's probably going to be something new, at least somewhat big, that they're going to talk about. Maybe even just some eShop releases. Here's my prediction for release dates. I don't know about Rocket League or Monopoly, but my prediction is that Skyrim will release on November 28th, and Xenoblade Chronicles 2 will release on December 15th. Those are my official predictions, and I think that both of them will be announced here. And I think that the Direct will end with either the official announcement of Pikmin 4 for next year, or the announcement of an Animal Crossing Core Series game for next year. I think that's how it's going to end. It's probably going to start with Mario Odyssey, and it's going to end with the announcement of one of those games for next year. That's what I think. If not that, then it would end with a proper trailer for the Champions Ballad DLC for Breath of the Wild. I'm having a hard time imagining just about anything else. Well, we have about 82 people watching right now. The Direct starts in 2 minutes, and like I said, as soon as it starts, I will mute my mic, begin taking notes out the wazoo, and yeah. So... I don't know what else to say. I mean, there's nothing left to say. I say, Nintendo, start your Direct. Please. They didn't start it. Thanks, Nintendo. Okay. It should start any second now. I say, this is your last chance to get hyped in the chat. If I don't see that hype soon, I'm gonna not be happy. I told you guys to get hyped. Come on, people, hype. I have a Word document all pulled up. I'm ready to take notes. Okay, to summarize, I'm not expecting Smash. I am expecting release dates for Xenoblade Chronicles and Skyrim. I'm expecting a lot of Mario Odyssey info, and I'm expecting the Direct to also include something on Pokemon Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon, and to end with either the announcement of Pikmin 4 or Animal Crossing. Those are my predictions. Let's see how close I am. And with that, Nintendo, let's hand it over to you. I said, let's hand it over to you. Thanks, Nintendo.
Hi everyone, and welcome to Nintendo Direct. I'm Yoshiaki Koizumi from Nintendo, and I'll be your guide. Today, I have news about what's in store for Nintendo Switch and the Nintendo 3DS family of systems. We'll spotlight 4 of these titles in their own segments, and others will be featured in a series of headlines. We'll begin with Nintendo 3DS for our first spotlight title of the day.
Some wild Pokemon Ultra Sun and Pokemon Ultra Moon news has appeared, and you can catch it in 4 parts. As you just saw in the trailer, the legendary Pokemon that steals light, Necrozma, has transformed into 2 new forms. Dusk Mane Necrozma, who took over Sol Galeo, and Dawn Wings Necrozma, who took over Lunala. A brand new showdown awaits. In addition to new map areas like a beach where surfers gather, a valley of Pikachu, and other facilities, the main characters have stylish new looks. On top of that, there are new clothing items and other surprises to look out for. Looks like the way you encounter your first partner Pokemon will be different too. If you purchase either game early, you can get a special Rockruff who will evolve into Dust form Lycanroc. Somehow, this Rockruff can perform a special move that this Pokemon usually can't learn. Also, if you purchase and download the digital version before January 10th, you'll receive 12 Quick Balls. And finally, on September 22nd, the Nintendo 3DS Virtual Console titles, Pokemon Gold version and Pokemon Silver version will be released. If you purchase either one, you can receive the mythical Pokemon Celebi as a bonus in Pokemon Sun, Pokemon Moon, Pokemon Ultra Sun, or Pokemon Ultra Moon. You can pre-purchase Pokemon Gold version and Pokemon Silver version in Nintendo eShop after today's Nintendo Direct. Also, unknown Ultra Beasts codenamed UB Burst and UB Assembly will make their debut. With UB Burst in Pokemon Ultra Sun and UB Assembly in Pokemon Ultra Moon. That's the latest news I have, so please follow our coverage to see these Ultra Beasts in action and much more. The Pokemon Ultra Sun and Pokemon Ultra Moon games launch November 17th. This themed new Nintendo 2DS XL system will release 2 weeks prior on November 3rd.
All right, time to run through some headlines for Nintendo 3DS.
Every hee-hee and ha-ha of Mario & Luigi Superstar Saga has been remade for Nintendo 3DS. Which means it's time to take back Princess Peach's stolen voice from Cackletta all over again. And in the all-new mode, Minions Quest, The Search for Bowser. You'll go behind the scenes of Mario and Luigi's adventure to learn the somewhat heroic tale of Bowser's minions. The classic story mode also has new stamp sheets. Tap compatible amiibo figures to stamp them and earn new equipment. You can also tap the Boo amiibo figure or the new Goomba and Koopa Troopa figures to get 2 additional stamp sheets that offer up items in both modes of the game. The more stamps you have, the more equipment and items you'll earn. Mario & Luigi Superstar Saga plus Bowser's Minions laughs its way to Nintendo 3DS systems October 6th. The new Goomba and Koopa Troopa amiibo launch that same day. Kirby is about to enter a tournament against his toughest rival yet, himself. And his new game, Kirby Battle Royale, offers a variety of ways to fight. In Battle Arena mode, everyone battles until the last Kirby standing wins. In Ore Express mode, you hoard treasure until the fastest Kirby wins. And he's just getting started. fight to the best of your abilities and prove you're the one Kirby to rule them all. There's a single-player story mode too, not to mention regional online battles. Kirby Battle Royale will fight its way here January 19th, 2018. By the way, we're holding a poll to celebrate Kirby's 25th anniversary and to crown the world's favorite copy ability. If you're interested, head to kirby.nintendo.com/poll for more details. If you missed out on the original Yokai Watch game, you passed up one of the biggest smash hits in Japan of the last 10 years. But now's a great chance to jump into the series with the ultimate version of Yokai Watch 2, including all new content and features. If you already own a version of Yokai Watch 2, you'll be able to download a free Oni Evolution software update tomorrow that adds in new features, such as the opportunity to befriend S-Rank Jibanyan or S-Rank Komasai, and new boss battles in an improved Blasters mode. Plus, you'll have the ability to transfer data to the new game, so you can pick up where you left off when the ultimate entry in the series, Yokai Watch 2 Psychic Spectres, launches September 29th. Catrielle Layton, daughter of the famous Professor Layton, is on the case. And luckily, some things run in the family. In the 7th main installment of the Layton series, search for clues, help out townspeople, solve puzzles, and hopefully save the day. Try on an exclusive Flora costume, only available in the Nintendo 3DS version of the game, and be there the day she opens her detective agency. Layton's Mystery Journey, Catrielle and the Millionaire's Conspiracy launches on Nintendo 3DS October 6th. Nintendo fans will have another way to play Minecraft, coming to new Nintendo 3DS systems. Play in survival or creative modes. Use the included 5 skin packs and the 2 texture packs to customize your game. Your inventory, crafting, and map will be displayed on the touchscreen, and you can choose between buttons or touch controls. Minecraft New Nintendo 3DS Edition will be released today on Nintendo eShop, right after this presentation. The packaged version will launch at a later date. For years, the Mario Party series brought us together around our home consoles, ever since the original launched on Nintendo 64. We partied like it was 1999, because it was. And now, the best minigames from all 10 home console titles are going portable on Nintendo 3DS. We've curated the top 100 minigames, the most ever in a single Mario Party title, to create the best one yet. The game supports download play for up to 4 people. So with just 1 game card, any of your friends with a Nintendo 3DS family system can join in too. Take a tour through all the mischief, magic, and memories the series has to offer when Mario Party The Top 100 launches on Nintendo 3DS November 10th. In 2 days, Metroid Samus Returns finally arrives on Nintendo 3DS. And everyone, from Metroid fans to Super Smash Bros. Fans, should take notice. This meticulously crafted side-scrolling adventure contains immersive 3D visuals, atmospheric exploration-based gameplay, versatile weaponry, powerful new abilities, and some truly wicked bosses. Who or what will you encounter on this deadly planet? Vengeance has a name. Metroid Samus Returns is scheduled for launch September 15th. Atlus always has something good in the works for RPG fans. 9 characters' paths will converge in the Alliance Alive, in an all-new old-school RPG from Atlus, heading to Nintendo 3DS systems in early 2018. We can also confirm that the handheld will play home to Shin Megami Tensei Strange Journey Redux, with all of its new content and enhanced graphics. Another Nintendo DS cult classic has set its sights on Nintendo 3DS systems in the form of Radiant Historia Perfect Chronology. The gorgeous launch edition will include a collector's box with an art book and decal sheet. While you're at it, don't forget to check Nintendo eShop for something else that releases today. The new Etrian Odyssey 5 Beyond the Myth demo. 2 new titles from beloved series are almost here. Uncover the mysterious origin of everyone's favorite lawyer, an Apollo Justice Ace Attorney. And soon, the bonds between heroes will decide their fates in Fire Emblem Warriors. check this out real quick. You're looking at the new orange and white edition of the new Nintendo 2DS XL, and it'll be here before you know it on October 6th. That's all for today's Nintendo 3DS headlines.
Now, let's move on to Nintendo Switch by kicking things off with a trailer for our next spotlight title, Xenoblade Chronicles 2. Please take a look.
This is All Rest, a world covered in a sea of clouds. Many giant life forms called Titans live in this cloud sea, and the people have built their countries and lives on top of these creatures. In the middle of this world stands the World Tree, and it's said that at the top of it lies Elysium, an idyllic land of plenty. Many great powers rule over regions of All Rest. The Kingdom of Uriah is one of them, its territory contained within their Titan. The Urians deeply respect nature, boasting advanced biotechnology.
For now, we should keep our troops mobilized while we monitor the situation.
Their rival, the militaristic empire of Moradin, is another. Controlling Titans through mechanical means, they bring heavy armaments to bear as they annex other lands in a bid to save their own from ruin and depletion.
I doubt he would have been stopped, even by an army 5,000 strong.
The imperial province of Gormat, a plentiful land now fallen under Ardanian control. And the Indoline Praetorium, whose people revere and worship the Titans. Indol controls the supply of core crystals, which blades are born of. And so despite being a theocracy, they hold much influence over the world's military affairs. Next, the Argentum Trade Guild. A shrewd consortium of traders, they do well for themselves by deftly navigating the strained relations between other nations and exploiting wartime demand. And last but not least, Torna, carrying out secret operations under the Cloud Sea to achieve their mysterious goals. Before long, this world will fall into turmoil over efforts to find the legendary blade, the Aegis.
That is precisely the kind of scenario that I mean to prevent.
Hand her over to a grown-up. The Aegis must be destroyed.
Then I shall Aegis too and make mountains of cash.
I'm guessing your goal is Elysium.
That is our dream!
Who will find the Aegis? Who will make it to Elysium? Only time will tell. Welcome to All Rest, the world of Xenoblade Chronicles 2. My name is Azoda. Oh yes, that's me, right there. I may be relatively small, but I am also a Titan. And this little troublemaker is the protagonist of our story, Rex, who lives on my back. I suppose you could say I'm his landlord. And his guardian, too. He refers to me as Gramps. You may call me the same. Rex used to work as a salvager, scavenging useful resources from beneath the Cloud Sea. Until one day he met a girl named Pyra, and the two set off on a quest to deliver her safely to Elysium. Can you believe he accepted such a lofty job just to impress a girl? Oh yes, and this is also me. Utterly adorable, if I do say so myself. In Xenoblade Chronicles 2, you too will embark on a journey across the Titans' backs. Each Titan fosters a unique scenery, very different from its neighbors. Some have big open fields, while others boast huge caverns set deep within the Titan's own body. Remember, we Titans are living beings, each with our own quirks, which you must learn to navigate. Of course, you'll also cross paths with many a dangerous creature on these Titans. It's their home too, but it's sadly inevitable that we butt heads from time to time. Those who fight together with synthetic life forms called blades, like Rex does, are known as drivers. When drivers do battle, their weapons and powers are granted to them by blades, such as Pyra, for example. Up to 3 drivers and 3 blades can work together at any one time. As you continue attacking with your normal weapons, you constantly work toward charging up your driver arts. These special abilities run the gamut, with some allowing you to inflict extra damage depending on your positioning, while other, more arcane arts can cause HP potions to appear. Just use them wisely and watch closely the tide of battle to know when best to deploy them. Blades also support their trusted drivers by using blade arts to increase the power of their attacks, their accuracy, and the like. That way, the drivers can focus on playing a more active role on the battlefield. Just wait till you encounter some tougher opposition. Things won't always go your way, so it's important to learn the benefits of switching blades. By using items called core crystals, drivers can awaken new blades. This is known as resonance. You aren't limited to just one. A single driver can bond with multiple blades. The weapons and arts available to you depend on the blades with which you bond. And you never know what kind of blade you'll get until you awaken them. Sometimes you may muster up some very special ones. Oh, looks like you hit the jackpot this time. You can take up to 3 blades into battle with you, with each blade being either an attacker type, defender type, or a healer type. It's important to switch blades and tactics in step with your situation. Like I always say, there's no better game plan than using the right blade for the job at hand. As a basic rule of thumb for drivers, you should always stay abreast of the blades your party members are using, and strategize accordingly. By using your arts, you'll fill up your blade's special gauge. When you finally activate one of these specials, the driver will return the weapon to its blade owner, enabling the blade to deliver a devastating attack. Blade specials have 4 levels of intensity, and I must say, levels 3 and 4 are a bit too wild for my taste. So, what do you think? You are still a bit green, but one day you may work your way up to being a great driver yourself. There is much more to learn, but consider this a sneak peek. You can combine arts into something more and really turn the tide. And now, it's past my bedtime. Your journey through the clouds begins when Xenoblade Chronicles 2 launches on Nintendo Switch, December the 1st. The world of all rest is waiting for you.
Alongside the regular version, we will be offering a special edition, including a sound selection CD, a special metal game case, and a 220-page hardbound art book. You can also look forward to the release of a Xenoblade Chronicles 2 themed Nintendo Switch Pro controller, sold separately. Speaking of Nintendo Switch, we have some more headlines for you.
Splatoon 2 is one happening game. Backed by popular demand, it's Kelp Dome. Now with some fresh twists, like extra grates to slip through and a bit of added turf on each side for your inking pleasure. Watch out though, shooting up and down through those graded platforms get pretty crazy. Now for something new, Snapper Canal. In this stage, a river is running right down the middle. The key to victory? Figuring out how to break into the central area and then push through the other team's base. Also, we're introducing a new Brella weapon, called the Tentabrella. It's sort of like a regular umbrella, except, whoa, that's huge. It kind of looks like a big camping tent, capable of guarding over a large area. The Kelp Dome stage we showed earlier will be available to play Friday evening. We're planning even more weapons and stages for future releases, so Splatoon 2 should stay fresh for a long time. Warriors from across the Fire Emblem series have been summoned to stop the Chaos Dragon and uncover the mystery of the Shield of Flames. Each one will face armies 1,000 strong by unleashing devastating attacks. As their stories unfold, new combinations of characters will mingle and bond on the battlefield of Fire Emblem Warriors. And now, a beloved warrior is joining the cause. It's Lyn. Hailing from Fire Emblem on Game Boy Advance, Lindis of the Lorca lends us her steel. Keep your eyes on the horizon, soldier. A new trailer launches today.
If you think I can't hold my own, you're sorely mistaken.
Fire Emblem Warriors launches October 20th alongside the special edition, which includes the game, a premium character card set with slipcase, a double-sided poster, and a 3-CD music set. Separately, the Chrom and Tiki amiibo figures released the same day. The action puzzle game that lets you snip and clip your friends is getting reams of new content on Nintendo eShop and in stores. Snipper Clips Plus, Cut It Out Together, a new expanded version of the game that packs in all the paper antics of the original, plus more than 30 new stages, including a world based on comic books, and a toy box world too. Oh, and get this. A new feature lets you replay all the original stages in a brand new way. You start with one of many random body shapes that will require some hilarious new approaches. So fans of this cult hit and newcomers alike can enjoy all of this new content with friends and family. Snipper Clips Plus, Cut It Out Together launches November 10th. This content will also be available for current owners of the original game to purchase as DLC in Nintendo eShop. You've never seen a shooter like this before. Change your size to change your powers in Morphe's Law, a local and online team-based multiplayer shooter coming to Nintendo Switch. With teams of shape-shifting robots, this is no ordinary shooter. Hitting a Morphe's body part will make it shrink, and make the same body part of that shooter grow. As the size of each body part changes, your abilities will change too, forcing you to change tactics as well. Example, larger legs will improve your jumping game, and your hand size changes the way you use your grappling hook. Clever players might even transform their allies on purpose. Your team's avatar is only as big as your team members combined, so keep it safe. The team with the tallest avatar wins the round. Morphe's Law launches first on Nintendo Switch as a console exclusive in winter 2017. If you kept up with the news from E3 2017, then you probably heard that Rocket League is coming to Nintendo Switch. This new version of the rocket-powered sports game will include all the modes fans have come to expect, along with some new Nintendo Switch exclusives, like Mario and Luigi toppers, and the first ever Nintendo-themed battle cards, along with the new addition of local wireless multiplayer. Check out Samus's gunship, with its wave beam boost, followed by the Mario and Luigi NSR, and its Super Star boost. Just pick the blue team to play as Luigi, or the orange team to play as Mario. But to rep your love for Nintendo, you'll first have to earn these sweet wheels in the game. You'll have your chance when Rocket League launches on Nintendo Switch this holiday season. Arena of Valor is a multiplayer online battle arena game designed by the experts at Tencent Games. Explore and command a roster of over 35 fearless heroes, with roles including tanks, assassins, mages, support, warriors, and marksmen. Build the ultimate team with your friends to crush your opponents in real-time online battles. First blood, double kill, triple kill, and all the features MOBA fans know and love will be included. Discover and dominate all the gameplay modes, including 5v5, 3v3, 1v1, and a unique Hook Wars mode that will challenge your skills and prove your valor as a true champion. Draw first blood, carry your team to the finish line, and become a legend in the arena. Arena of Valor beta test version will be available for free this winter. Live another life in another world in this timeless epic coming to Nintendo Switch. Winner of more than 200 Game of the Year awards, Bethesda Game Studios' open-world adventure, The Elder Scrolls V Skyrim, where you can virtually be anyone and do anything, can now be played anywhere. The ancient evil of dragons threatens the future of Skyrim. As the prophesized Dragonborn, you are the only one who can stand against them. The The type of hero you will become depends on the skills you choose to hone, from archery to crafting to destruction magic and more. Your choice of skill can dramatically impact your adventure. So even if you've played Skyrim before, you can create a new character with a new path. So steel yourself like a true hero of legend. The Champion's Tunic, the Hylian Shield, and the Master Sword can be acquired by tapping a compatible Legend of Zelda character amiibo figure. Or, you can always seek out these treasures as you explore the vast world. This version of the game launches exclusively on Nintendo Switch November 17th, in Europe and the Americas. Bethesda Softworks is bringing 2 iconic first-person shooters to Nintendo Switch. id Software, the studio that pioneered the genre, is bringing the critically acclaimed Doom to your TV and anywhere you want to be. Slay hordes of demons with devastating guns and single-player and crush your friends in online multiplayer when Doom tears onto Nintendo Switch this holiday. Machine Games' Wolfenstein 2 sends you on a mission to liberate a Nazi-controlled America. Only you have the guts, guns, and gumption to spark the Second American Revolution. Wolfenstein 2: The New Colossus launches on Nintendo Switch in 2018. Flip Wars is rolling out a new update, and it's packing a new online battle mode, Class Matches. This mode has its own leaderboards, encouraging you to try and move up to the next class. It also introduces a red-hot new stage surrounded by bubbling magma. In the Red Coliseum, panels are plagued by flames, and if you accidentally touch them, your character will become harder to control. Some other new mechanics are being added too, like spinners that flip over panels. The new update will usher in local wireless play as well, so friends can get together and play together on their own Nintendo Switch consoles. Flip Wars is available now, and this new update will be free for owners of the game on Nintendo eShop. All right, game fans, it's quiz time. Recognize this arcade cabinet? It certainly has been a while, but finally, after many years, our arcade titles are making a return. And the first one is Mario Brothers. By sharing your Joy-Con, you can run, jump, and cooperate to win. Notice the little visual details from the arcade version. Other arcade classics are on the way too, including Versus Super Mario Brothers, Versus Balloon Fight, Versus Ice Climber, Versus Pinball, Versus Clue Clue Land, and more. These arcade games will contain other subtle differences you can't find in their NES counterparts. See if you can spot them. Arcade Archive's Mario Brothers is coming down the pipe September 27th. Real quick, some news for Zelda fans. The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild Champions Amiibo figures will release on November 10th. They'll summon materials and weapons, but unlike other Amiibo, they'll conjure up headgear based on the champion's divine beasts. They have functional purposes as well, and we'll have more info soon. Whether you compete in a court or a ring, there's no shortage of great sports games for Nintendo Switch this year. With big gameplay improvements and stunning graphics, NBA 2K18 will have the Nintendo Switch lineup shook when it launches on September 15th in Nintendo eShop, and in retail October 17th. Fans of sports entertainment should also note that WWE 2K18 is coming soon as well. EA Sports FIFA 18 is the most immersive, social, and authentic soccer game out there. Take the world's game on the go and play anywhere with anyone when FIFA 18 launches on September 29th. The premier Pokemon fighting game brings multiplayer battle action to Nintendo Switch next week, and the demo version is available right now, so give it a try in anticipation of the game's launch.
More Nintendo Switch headlines are on the way. But first, a video of our third Spotlight title, a brand new RPG in development at Square Enix. It also happens to be a Nintendo Switch exclusive. Please take a look.
In the faraway land of Orstera, 8 travelers venture forth. Step into their shoes and explore the realm as you see fit. 8 brave souls, each with a unique talent. 8 lands, 8 stories to be told. So tell me, friend, what path will you tread? Embark on an adventure all your own. Project Octopath Traveler.
The producers of Bravely Default at Square Enix bring us a new fantasy world brought to life through a mix of CG, pixel art, and visual wizardry that the developers have termed HD 2D. Begin your journey as one of 8 protagonists, each with their own origin, talents, and goals. Where will your journey begin? Who will you team up with, and where will you go next? All these decisions and more are completely up to you, the player. Each character has his or her own path action that can be used to interact with the people they encounter in a distinct way. For example, the warrior Olberic can challenge almost anyone to a duel. With one such duel, he could expose an evildoer and bring them to justice,
This is a good day for battle.
or force someone in his way out of the way.
On your guard.
The dancer Primrose, on the other hand, can allure others into following her. With this power, she could track down a missing person and bring them back, or lure her enemies into a trap. She can even summon an allured character to help her in battle. Essentially, each character has their own way of achieving their objectives. The developers aim to give players the freedom to choose their own paths and immerse themselves in a deep story through true role-playing. But what about combat? In this game, battles are a fusion of simple pick-up-and-play, turn-based battles, and all new mechanics. One such mechanic is the boost system, which allows you to accumulate boost points with each turn you take in battle. You can then spend them to dramatically increase the strength of your attacks and abilities, or use it to chain attacks. Try targeting an enemy's weak point to break its guard, then deliver powerful blows while it's weakened. Or, if an ally's in trouble, use it to get them right back into fighting shape. Identifying the right time to boost may just be the key to victory. There's a deep well of strategies to draw from, and your tactical genius won't go unrewarded. Later today, a demo version of Project Octopath Traveler will launch worldwide in Nintendo eShop on Nintendo Switch. Pretty soon, a survey will be conducted to gather your feedback, so please participate if you can. And look out for an extended cut of the trailer we just debuted as well. The latest RPG from Square Enix, Project Octopath Traveler, is scheduled for a simultaneous worldwide release in 2018. We hope you're looking forward to it.
The full version of the trailer that kicked off that segment will be released after today's Nintendo Direct. Please check it out. But first, it's time for some more Nintendo Switch headlines.
This just in, a report written by someone named Biff? The world's stretchiest fighting sport, ARMS, is extending the fun with game updates. As announced at Gamescom, the next update adds in a new stage and a new fighter named Lollipop, with 3 tricky new arms. But there's another new feature as well. Now you can remap the controls to the buttons of your choice. After all, this game's all about flexibility. The best part? This new ARMS update goes live shortly after this presentation. The goddess Rubis has spoken, and you have been chosen. Dragon Quest Builders is destined for Nintendo Switch. The game is a big hit in Japan, mixing the fun of building with an overarching story and the combat of an action RPG. You'll master the art of construction, build your own towns however you want. defend them from monsters, and rescue townsfolk in need. Succeed, and you may just rebuild Alifgard, the very same world where the series began. A separate free build mode allows you to build to your heart's content with unlimited resources. And a Nintendo Switch exclusive Great Saber Cub will boost your speed and grant you special material by defeating enemies. Dragon Quest Builders is planned for release in spring 2018. The Kirby game that we showed off at E3 has some charming new tricks. Throw hearts and up to 3 enemies will become your allies. By working together, you can initiate team-up attacks, like a stone drop using ESP, and many more, depending on your allies' copy abilities. You can also share elemental attributes to augment copy abilities and create combinations, like a bomb-turned hot air balloon. Whether you play alone or co-op with up to 3 friends, it's fun to mix up your alliances and create new powers. Together, you may have a chance to defeat the dark new force populating Dreamland. Kirby Star Allies is coming to Nintendo Switch spring 2018. Fun in store thanks to Nintendo eShop. Dig into the underworld of the platform mining adventure SteamWorld Dig 2 on September 21st. Golf through courses, towns, puzzles, and challenges in the sporty RPG Golf Story this year. This holiday, up to 4 players can blast them up together locally or online in 9 parchments. Feast on combo-based action and solve match 3 puzzles in Battle Chef Brigade this year. Deploy units and your masterful strategies in the turn-based tactical RPG Tiny Metal. Leap up walls and dodge saws in the randomly constructed side-scroller Super Meat Boy Forever in 2018. Never hurts to beef up your gaming library. The Nintendo Switch lineup is stacking up fast. Use the power of memory to restore what the world has lost in this modern take on traditional RPGs, Lost Sphere, on January 23rd, 2018. Join the uprising by fighting back as Modern Sonic, Classic Sonic, or any one of the many custom hero characters you can create in Sonic Forces November 7th. Face your fears and uncover the truth as both Resident Evil Revelations and Resident Evil Revelations 2 make their way to Nintendo Switch on November 28th. Rockstar Games is bringing LA Noire to Nintendo Switch on November 14th, featuring all of its downloadable content, new collectibles, detective suits with special abilities, a Joy-Con mode, and new wide and over-the-shoulder camera angles, plus touchscreen controls for portable detective work. That's the last quick headline for Nintendo Switch. However,
we have one last game to talk about today. Hello everyone, I'm Yoshiaki Koizumi, the producer of Super Mario Odyssey for Nintendo Switch. Today we're going to recap a little of what we've already shown, but also reveal some new information about the game as well. Mario isn't too happy about Bowser trying to marry Princess Peach. And Cappy, his new friend from the Cap Kingdom, has a mission of his own, to rescue his sister Tiara. And now the hero and his hat must join forces. Somehow, Cappy can grant his wearer free control over his powers. So together with Mario, they'll travel the globe and make good use of Cappy's skills, especially the new Capture ability, which allows Mario to take control of many enemies, animals, and objects. This globe-trotting adventure will take them all over the place. New Donk City in the Metro Kingdom, Tostarena in the Sand Kingdom, Mount Volbono in the Luncheon Kingdom, Steam Gardens in the Wooded Kingdom, Bonneton in the Cap Kingdom, Fossil Falls in the Cascade Kingdom. And today, for the first time, we're introducing Shiveria in the Snow Kingdom. This ice-cold realm will chill you to the core. Now, take a look at Bubba Lane in the Seaside Kingdom. It's a popular travel destination for many thanks to its gorgeous, crystal-clear waters. Apparently, the seawater has a refreshing fizz, like it's carbonated. But we won't spoil them all. Mario has even more kingdoms to visit, including tropical islands. To get from place to place, Mario is literally traveling in style, aboard his cap-shaped ship, the Odyssey. It runs on power moons scattered across the world. By collecting them, you can power up the Odyssey and make it to the next kingdom. The number of power moons required to reach a destination is different for each kingdom. But as you can see in this list, there are even more power moons than that, which should keep your inner treasure hunter hungry for more. I mean, some of these things are really hidden. You may need to acquire one by solving a puzzle or defeating enemies. They're hiding everywhere, so make sure to explore every corner of the world using every move at your disposal. If you collect them all, something neat may happen. Having trouble hunting down power moons? Then try talking to Talkatoo for hints. You could also give a few coins to the Hint Toad, or even tap Amiibo with some help from Uncle Amiibo to reveal a power moon's location on the map. If you're feeling stuck, it's worth a shot. Yahoo! Globetrotting does have its benefits. You may find places to play minigames like Koopa Free Running or a Jump Rope Challenge. You'll earn power moons based on your results, and you can check out the scores and times of other players the world over if you're connected online. Also, the game world is home to a franchise of shops called Crazy Cap. There you can obtain outfits and other stuff with the coins you've collected. Then customize Mario's look. Some outfits are thematically tied to the kingdom you're in, or to a game from Mario's storied past. So don't be afraid to play a little dress up just to suit your mood. Match your surroundings, or just because. And don't forget to let the Odyssey in on the action with decorative stickers and souvenirs from Crazy Cap. There are just so many excuses for a quick photo op. That's where snapshot mode comes in. Simply freeze time at any moment, snap some fun photos of Mario, and go for a close-up. You can blur your surroundings, change color schemes, you name it. You can even rotate the camera and nail that vertical photo for your smartphone. You could post it to social media or use it as wallpaper on your PC or smartphone. For many, Mario games are all about making memories, so capture away. We've taken great care in creating these detailed sandbox environments for you to explore, and make the most of Mario's new and familiar moves. We made sure the game is chock full of classic gameplay elements, alongside a wide world of things you've never done before. Even the song that's playing right now is a Mario series first, thanks to its lyrics sung by the one and only Pauline. I hope you're ready for more surprising new ideas. Super Mario Odyssey, landing on Nintendo Switch October 27th. These wedding-style amiibo figures will be available that same day, both individually and as a set. As you can see, they'll come in handy during your adventure, and all other amiibo are supported. Alongside the game, we're also releasing a special hardware bundle including the Super Mario Odyssey software and the themed Joy-Con you see here, along with a carrying case. We'll continue to release more new information on the official site of Super Mario Odyssey and on Twitter as we await Mario's next great journey. That's it for me and from today's Nintendo Direct. Thank you for watching.
Okay, that's that. The thing is over, and now it is time for me to start up a chat with my friends, so we can go ahead and discuss all that was shown off during today's Nintendo Direct. And to those of you who didn't see Super Smash Bros., were you surprised? I mean, in all honesty, if you actually thought it was going to happen, I do apologize, but I didn't think so. Anyway, let's get started, shall we? And let's hope that this works properly. I guess we'll see. Oh, Vian just sent me a message. I'm not upset. I'm Animal Crossed. Well, I'm calling all of them. Hopefully this works. Hello? Anyone there? Hello? Anyone there? Output device. How about this? Speakers. Can you guys hear me? Oh, it's ringing them. It's not. They're not picking up. Yeah, Sagasi, if you could please moderate the chat, I appreciate it. But yeah, I have sent them the call. Hey, Fishy.
Well.
Oh,
hello.
It worked. Hello.
Hi. Sorry, I wanted to make sure my right mic was.
Yeah,
used,
fair enough.
but...
Hey, everyone! It's Fishy Fisher. It's Mifa's husband.
Oh, hey. Oh, yeah. I can't wait for that amiibo. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Going into detail what I'm going to do with it.
Yeah, the amiibo come out on hold on. I got my notes. November 10.
I know.
That's less than 2 months from now.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna get the full pack. I'm just saying it right now.
Yeah. I mean, who isn't?
You have to.
Yeah. Okay.
How's it going, chat?
The echoing voice of God. Okay. I know Crystal and Chaco both wanted to join us. They're not picking up. Oh, hi.
Here's Crystal.
That was quick and easy. Let me bump up your volume so people can hear you easier. There.
How's it going, Crystal?
Mute the stream.
Okay.
Oh, still pretty quiet. Yeah.
Okay. So. Oh, hi, Chaco.
What the heck was that?
That was me saying, "Oh, hi, Chaco." Oh, he's upset because there was no Pikmin.
Where is Animal Crossing?
Or Animal Crossing, yeah.
No, you don't understand. Animal Crossing is nothing to Pikmin. Nothing.
No, you get that good 3DS game. You get the good Hey Pikmin.
You have
that's good for you.
Okay. Hey, Kyle. Do you do math?
What?
Do you do math ever?
Yeah.
You dabble? Well, let's see. How many Animal Crossing games are there? And how many games should there be?
We got like 4. 4 Animal Crossing.
Yeah, exactly. And where's Pikmin 4?
I don't know about that. But
ouch.
I am very shook, upset, and frankly, personally insulted.
I will admit that I was expecting either Animal Crossing or Pikmin, but
to be honest, I think it was foolish that I expected anything big at all.
Yeah, same, honestly.
Like, I try and just be like, it's just gonna announce some stuff, but like with every single direct, we always be like, oh, this is the direct. They're going to announce that thing that I really, really want.
Yeah. Thanks, Nintendo!
I mean, to be honest, why would they announce the brand new Smash Bros. At 6 p.m. on a Wednesday during school. Like, it doesn't make any sense. Like,
I don't expect a Smash port just because it's not been long enough since the last one. That's just my opinion. Plus, they really need to keep some of their big titles for later in the Switch's life, especially if it's going to last for 6 or 7 years.
Yeah, but Skul, it's the anniversary.
I don't care. Nintendo doesn't care. Yeah, it was great to see them do something big for Zelda's anniversary last year. Oh, wait. They did it.
Ouch.
Well, we got that Breath of the Wild, which...
This year.
But it took like 4 years to get out, though.
5, but who's counting?
Hey,
that
game is a glorious masterpiece.
How about we go through what happened in the Direct in order, shall we? I kept notes.
I was asleep during it. I'm sorry.
I kept notes. So they started off. I think a lot of us are pretty happy that they started off with probably the most footage from Pokemon Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon that we've gotten so far.
Oh, true.
We got a brand new trailer. It pretty much basically bluntly showed Necrozma fusing with Solgaleo and Lunala, which, I mean, we all knew that's what was going to happen, but it was cool to actually see it happen. So,
why does that seem so familiar? Where the third legendary merges?
See, that's why Colress is in Alola.
Which one?
Colress is in Alola. He was the guy from Black and White 2 who was obsessed with Kyurem.
Oh, true. Yeah, I never even got Black and White 2.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, spoiler alert. Colress is obsessed with Kyurem for a 7-year-old game. Anyway, there's going to be new areas of Alola. The one that stuck out to me was the Valley of Pikachu.
That's really cute.
It is.
I'm buying it just for that.
I know. I think I might just for that too.
I think it's awesome.
I had no interest. I had no interest until that.
They're all going to evolve into Alolan Raichu. Just think about that. Every single one of them.
Every single one of them.
I think sorry, this one comment really is quite hilarious. The Galactic Ant-Man Jam in the chat is saying, why isn't there a official Waluigi game? Why was that not announced?
Because Nintendo hates their fans. Easy as that.
I know. Did you actually see that fan Waluigi game? It's like gorgeous.
Oh.
It's like it's a beautiful 2D platformer featuring Waluigi. And anyway, I don't want to go into more detail about it, but
yeah.
Sorry.
Okay.
You want to talk about the Direct?
There will be some bonuses. The Dusk Lycanroc, which Sarah B just reported today. It happens when you have a Rockruff with own tempos and ability, and it levels up beginning at level 20 or 25, one of those, between 5 and 6 p.m.
Oh, true.
That is so specific.
Would it evolve into the other ones?
Dusk Lycanroc. Otherwise, it evolves into just one of the other two.
I kind of like that, though, when they have, like, odd conditions for a Pokemon to
I kind of like it, but, like, if Inkay evolves into Malamar by holding your 3DS upside down, who's going to know that?
That's so true. Who's just going to stumble across these random ways to evolve?
And when they when they make the next Pokemon game on the Switch, how are they going to change that? Do you have to hold your Switch upside down?
Probably.
They'll find a way. They'll include like an upside down charm.
Yeah. If you purchase the game and download it instead of getting a physical copy, you get 12 Quick Balls. Actually, wait. I think that's if you buy both of them downloaded. I don't know. Maybe.
Literally, I cannot think of a lamer reward. Oh, get this in-game thing that you.
Well, Quick Balls are actually really good, and they're hard to come by in Alola. So I mean,
give us like 2 Master Balls.
Yeah, and it's not even like 10 Quick Balls. It's 12.
6 per game, I guess.
12.
6 per game, so you have a full party of Pokemon with Quick Balls. I don't know.
Frankly, I'm more upset about that than the Pikmin 4 lack of information.
Are you really though, Fishy? Are you really though?
I have more Quick Balls than fingers. Like, that's wrong.
Balance one on your nose. I don't know.
Good point. Geez. Yeah, but I'll still have one left.
No, fish have 2 noses. It's a fact. Look it up, people.
I'm learning things. Guys, write this all down in the chat. I know we're supposed to be talking about Nintendo, but this is learning. Schools just began, and we are continuing that tradition. And
the last bonus is if you download Gold or Silver through the eShop, next Friday is when those release. Then you get a free Celebi to transfer up to the Gen 7 games.
That made me
was cool.
That I liked.
Yeah. I find it ironic that the last time they gave us a free Celebi, it was for X and Y for just using the bank. And now they're giving you one to use the bank to transfer stuff from Gen 2 to 7.
Like, there's no quick balls. But it is a Celebi.
Yeah.
I guess I'll
well, if you download Gold and you download Ultra Sun, then you get quick balls and the Celebi. But you need a really big micro SD card in order for that to happen. And then, of course, there's the 2 new Ultra Beasts.
Oh, yeah, I was like, why do those exist?
I was actually pretty shocked. I was not expecting any new Pokemon whatsoever, but there they are.
I can't wait to play with Boxman.
Yeah, I like that guy.
Box Boy.
He's Boxman.
It's a bunch of Box Boys all piled up.
Well, anyway, that was kind of just like, I knew that they were going to add, like, when the Ultra Beast came out, I was like, this is how they're going to be able to, like, add Pokemon to, like, the official number, like, randomly. Like, if they were to remake, like, Fire Red and Leaf Green again, Ultra Fire Red or Ultra Leaf Green or something like that. Deluxe, Fire Red Deluxe. If they were to do that, they would probably be able to introduce Ultra Beasts extra. Because they're not on the official number system of Pokemon, right? They're, like...
No, they are part of the Pokédex.
Like number 700 and something?
Yeah,
or?
yeah. Like, most of them are, like, 790 something.
Well, don't I feel like a fool?
Just keep talking, Fishy. This is all on video.
Oh, yeah, we're live.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Whoops.
Of course, there's going to be the new Nintendo 2DS Pokeball themed thing. It looks awesome. It is a 2DS, so it's only going to be like 150 instead of 200. So if that makes it, that comes out November 3rd. It really is just for collectors. I can't imagine anyone by this point who doesn't have a system to play these games on. You seriously don't have a 3DS of some kind?
I have the original 3DS.
Well, see, that's what I'm saying, is I can't imagine anyone who doesn't have a 3DS of some kind by now.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Well, I might get it just because, like, I want a way to, like, scan Amiibo on 3DS. But then again, like, do I really need it with my Switch?
Well, they both have completely different libraries. I mean...
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. And I can't play Hey Pikmin on the Switch. So that's funny.
Maybe you could have if they had announced it today.
Yeah. Hey Pikmin Deluxe.
I have the Pikmin amiibo and I can't be using any other game aside from Hey Pikmin. Yet I will still not purchase that game.
But maybe that's like a little teaser, like to show you that it's going to be usable for a new Pikmin game later on down the line.
Could be.
Maybe. So that was how they started out the Direct, like 5 minutes of Pokemon. Then they touched a little bit on the rest of the 3DS library. Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga.
I'm excited for that.
Oh, well, it releases October 6th.
Did anyone play the original one on Game Boy?
I did.
No, I have not.
It was awesome. It's a really fun game.
Yeah, I think the art style is like a welcome addition. The fact that that's changed. There was actually, with Superstar Saga, which I'm curious to see if they'll do, is there was a bunch of cut Nintendo characters that made cameos into the game. I don't know if you've seen the Did You Know Gaming video, but basically it was like, there was like a coffee bean store or something, and like you could get different beans based on like different franchises, like Metroid or Pikmin, and you like the actual characters from the game, like Samus, Yoshi, Olimar, they would show up and like interact with them, which was really cute. So like hopefully they'll like bring that back, because it was still in the game, just like not accessible.
Right.
And I can see them easily reintroducing that.
Well, it might be an option, because they have said that scanning Amiibo does give you stamps in the game. I don't know if it's every single Amiibo that's made that's compatible, or just the Mario series ones. I would assume just the Mario series
just the Mario.
Yeah.
Yeah, they look like pretty specific stamps.
Yeah, speaking of, the Koopa and Goomba are going to be released the same day, October 6th, those two new Amiibos. So.
Oh, I'm getting that. I'm getting those Amiibo.
Yeah.
I just want a good Goomba Amiibo.
Goomba!
You want a good Goomba?
You need this in your collection, Fishy.
Who cares about the turtle? That guy, I don't even know. I'm not even gonna grace his real name. Like the turtle is not coming into my amiibo collection. I just want the Goomba, and I will call him Goomba because he'll be a goon.
So, question, Fishy. Compared to Goomba, how big are you, like in real life?
Well,
are you like a goldfish? So,
wait, what are we talking about?
I mean, if so, if you're the size of a goldfish, then the Goomba could be your new housemate.
Fishy, this is what the people are listening to.
Yeah.
Answer the question.
Oh, you're asking the nail-biting question, Skull.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I think, it would fit nice in my fishbowl. I think it might be a little cramped with my little, my already little castle inside. But, you know, I'll find some room for it.
Well, I'll just be perfectly frank. I've never played a Mario and Luigi game before, so this didn't stick out to me. But if you guys are excited, then that's a good thing. Because it shows that there's plenty of 3DS games to still be made for people to pick up and buy, even though the Switch is out and doing so well.
Uno Fisho.
And when you get it, let me know how it plays. It might cause me to get it myself.
Was it on 3DS or was it?
Yeah, it's 3DS.
Oh.
3DS, October 6th. October is the month where my wallet goes rip.
Well, we're about to get to that topic, but we'll save that for the end of this discussion. Anyway, continue.
Anyway, going on is Kirby Battle Royale, coming out January 19.
Looks fun.
Oh, I don't care.
It looks like they made a free-to-play Kirby on 3DS, right? And it was just boss rush, kind of, with co-op.
I think so.
It kind of looks like just another spin-off thing along those lines.
Yeah.
I think it's weird that it's not on a 2D plane. That's what's weird.
Yeah.
You know?
They're switching that up.
Yeah. Oh, they're switching that up. Nah, I'm not.
They're 3DSing
it up. They're 3DSing that up. I don't know. Let's see. Nintendo is holding a poll to decide what your favorite holding copy ability is. Or, I'm sorry, copy ability. They are holding the copy ability poll. My notes are all over the place. At kirby.nintendo.com/poll. So anyone who wants to participate in that, just go there. Click a random... Click something at random, and Nintendo will choose whatever gets the most votes, I guess.
So the question is, what are we all voting for?
Whatever's whatever's like in the middle. I'm not even going to look at the options. I'm just going to go pick one at random. It's like, yes, that one.
I've honestly only played one Kirby game.
Which one?
I don't even know. The N64 one.
Wait.
Oh, that's amazing! But like,
yeah,
that one's so good.
Features. How are you gonna vote for them? Like, my favorite Kirby is Rock Grass Kirby. Where's that? Hello.
Rock Grass Kirby.
Yeah,
because
you could. Yeah.
Now all of a sudden I'm thinking of Pokemon, and I'm trying to remember what a rock and grass type is, and I'm not thinking of any.
I know why Fishy likes that combination.
Tell me.
Because it's like a carving. It's like a carving ability, and one of the things you can turn into is a fish.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
yes, that is correct.
That was the total unintended made there. But yeah, well, I think it's really cheeky if I say this, but you know, I'm all about being cheeky.
I thought you were about being fishy.
Well, you know, a little bit of column A, a little bit of column B.
Give me likes, give me follows.
Uno Fisho, subscribe to my Minecraft channel. But what I want to say is, my favorite Kirby ability, I think, again, it might be a little cheeky, is the Smash ability. The one that's literally, they took just Kirby from Smash and made him into an ability. Literally, you can, if you press up B, you do up B in Smash. You press side B, you do a side B from Smash. You do press down B, you do a down B from Smash. It is, yeah. Hey, I can't do that. Maybe.
You know who voices Kirby?
See,
oh wait, never mind. I thought Sakurai voiced Kirby. No, he voices DDD.
Oh yeah,
he does. DDD.
Yeah. Oh, Credilli, thank you, Crystal.
Yeah,
no
that's
problem.
right. But yes, so that's in the newest Kirby, they actually made a thing based on a Smash ability. I don't know, that's kind of cheeky.
That is a game that will be a thing on the 3DS next year. So voila.
And
Let's
what's
see.
your favorite ability, Kyle? Before we move on,
Rocket.
I
Is that an ability that he has?
Rocket Kirby.
Is that it? Chat? Confirm chat? Rocket Kirby? Does that exist?
Rocket Kirby.
Well, while they work on that,
get rid of the ET.
they also talked about Yokai Watch 2 Psychic Specters on September 5. Oh, I just got a $5 donation from CJ Poirier. Question: what games or announcements do you wish were made instead of what we got?
Animal Crossing.
Nothing, actually. I was very, very happy with it.
Clearly.
Yeah, as your comments from 10 minutes ago said very clearly.
Yeah, I know. I'm a flip-flopper.
Yeah, overall, like, I actually was hoping that we'd get an Animal Crossing or a Pikmin game announcement. I'm surprised we didn't get anything new that was big.
I was hoping for a Champions Ballad.
Yeah, I mean, like, the biggest new game that we got, I think, was Project Octopath Traveler, but we already knew that was coming, so...
Yeah.
I'm in about that, too.
Is Fishy
I'm
snoring?
excited for that.
Yeah, when you mentioned that game,
Everyone who I was watching it was like, "This is going to be so boring." But I guess I was the only one who was excited for that.
No, I mean,
it looks cool.
Yeah, I mean, I'll have to get used to it. The demo is out later today, but we're getting ahead of ourselves. So
yeah.
I think during that thing, I was like,
"Okay,
yes." And we got another $2 donation from CJ, and I dare not try that name again because I don't want to butcher it a second time after I did so well the first time.
CJ,
but thank you once again for your donation. Need to update this.
Ploriend, something like that.
I said Poirier.
Oh, I think it's Ploriend, but I'm probably wrong.
Okay, let's see. Next up was Yokai Watch 2 Psychic Specters.
Just like,
are none of us into Yokai Watch?
No.
Not really.
So that is what it is, September 29. Layton's Mystery Journey, October 6. That focuses on Professor Layton's daughter, I believe.
Oh, okay. I want to say for the record, because I was recording my audio because I wanted to, like, just in case they did announce Pikmin 4.
You wanted
my golden reaction on camera because I need it. You don't understand.
So you've got more of a wah recording.
I will break so many items in my house when they announce Pikmin 4.
Oh no!
It must be captured on camera in order to, like, repay me for all the damage I'll do. So I decided to record it, and oh my goodness, on that anecdote, I totally forgot what we were talking about.
Layton.
Layton, yes, when I was recording it, I was thinking, why didn't? Because she's opening up her new detective agency, right?
Right.
Her new Layton detective agency. Why doesn't she work for her dad? Doesn't he have a detective agency?
Isn't he dead?
All right. Well,
spoilers.
You know, that's
just a guess. Like, whenever I hear, like,
I know, I don't even know. I'm just saying.
That's just my guess. Like, that just makes sense to me. Like, if this is a spin-off and focuses on his daughter running her own, I would assume it's because he's dead, or maybe she lives nowhere close to him. That's just what I would assume.
Or he retired.
Yeah, or he retired. Like, that's just what I would assume. Especially with how old she is. She has to be.
You don't have to be so morbid, Skull.
I'm just saying, like, with how old she is, she's like at earliest, I'm thinking mid-20s, and probably closer, maybe her late 20s or even early 30s. So
Probably.
At that point, her dad would most likely either be retired or something else. So that's just whatever.
They're making a lot of sense here. Yeah.
So there's
that was my initial reaction.
Yeah, that is Layton's Mystery Journey, October 6th. Minecraft.
Yes.
New Nintendo 3DS edition. I saw how much you played Minecraft on the Switch, Crystal. Gosh, wow. So I know you're excited for this. To note, it is only for the new Nintendo 3DS, not for the old ones. So it'll only work.
Fine.
Yeah. Well, you probably have a new Nintendo 3DS, don't you?
I have the Galaxy one. Yes.
Oh, that's a pretty one.
Wait,
ooh, I'm jealous.
Handle Minecraft?
There's a Minecraft new Nintendo 3DS edition. It's available digitally today and physically later.
Oh, I was gonna say it did what the Wii U version should have done.
Oh yeah. This is the perfect. This is perfect for your Minecraft channel.
Oh yeah. Guys, subscribe to some quality new Nintendo 3DS Minecraft edition, the amazing Fishy Fisher channel gameplay.
I'd sub just for that.
Today, I don't even have a capture card. I'm gonna film off my phone. It's gonna be great.
That's what most Minecraft channels do anyway.
Ouch.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry if I'm so loud. It's just
40 feet, but now it'll be filmed off his phone.
Yeah.
Okay.
But like I said, like I think the Wii U version when it was first announced, like, and the only reason why I didn't buy it was because I thought that like you would be able to access the your inventory on the bottom touchscreen on the Wii U, and when I found out you couldn't do that, I just didn't bother buying it. I was like, that's the whole point why I wanted the game.
Wait, so what was on the bottom? What was on the screen?
Just one of those like touch here to switch to gamepad only mode. One of those things, you know.
Yeah, that's yeah.
Yeah, so that was my gripe with the Minecraft Wii U version, and like I had like some other YouTube friends. Yeah, come.
We'll just have to pretend we heard what you said there.
4 times. Oh, did I cut out?
Yeah, just for the last part of that sentence where you were like with your friends and you were like, oh.
Oh yeah, well yeah, they were basically come play with us, and I was like, I've already bought it 4 times.
Oh man.
Well, this will be Crystal's 5th.
Oh boy.
No, I don't know for sure. Just guessing.
I'm gonna buy a Switch one at some point.
My 4th.
Oh well, I wasn't that far off.
PC. I have PC, Wii U, Switch, and this will be the 4th one.
All right.
The Switch one is solid.
Yeah.
Yes, it is. If I can recommend any version of Minecraft, it'd be the Switch version.
Yeah, I've heard plenty of people say that too. Plus, you could take it on the go, and that's automatically a plus.
That's what I wanted for. But what aside from that, like aside from the portability and the 2-player anywhere thing, like, are there anything like? Is there any other reason?
Mario stuff,
which is like much better.
Say Mario skins.
Mario stuff.
I mean, Fishy, if you're going for a true 4K experience to see those blown up pixels, I recommend getting it for the Xbox.
Oh yeah,
but seeing as like that's not what Minecraft's all about, I'd say like I'm waiting to get the Switch version until it's physical, but I will get it. I already have Minecraft Story Mode on the Switch, although I know that's not the same thing. And then this is out like right now. You can go to the eShop right now on the 3DS and get it.
Oh, we were back.
Gosh.
And on that note, the next game they talked about. Oh, these are in alphabetical order. I just realized. Okay, that's fine. Next up was they're not. Mario Party, the top 100.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Wait.
I want that.
This actually piqued my interest.
Yes. I'm so excited for this one.
Why, oh why, is it not on the Switch?
Thank you! Thank you! I was screaming at the screen. I was
why?
upset. I was like...
system for it.
Uh-oh. You guys still there?
Yes.
Okay.
I was actually like bothered by that.
Yeah.
Like to the core. Like to the bone. I was like, give us a console Mario Party.
Yeah.
That's not, you're all driving in a car. Like, please.
Real quick, apologies to anyone who experienced lag right there. I hope I have it fixed now. Luckily, that didn't happen anytime during the Direct itself, but man, my internet just went crap. But I think it's fine now, so we're all good.
Like, in all honesty, once or twice it hiccuped, but then it came right back.
Okay. Yeah, I have an Ethernet cord coming in tomorrow. It's 50 feet long, so so I can actually.
You settled on that one, good.
Yeah, I am sick and tired of my Wi-Fi going out for no reason, so I'm going to plug it in straight to my router, and hopefully that fixes it.
Nice.
Hopefully, yeah.
Anyway,
Japan's getting a new Pikachu 3DS
Oh
again.
my gosh!
It's like cooler than the Pokeball.
I'll need to see that later.
Oh, man.
I dare not do anything right now for fear of dropping that stream again. I'll have to see it afterwards.
Right.
Japanese.
Well, and the thing is, like, it's not even like you can import it and use it yourself either, because a 3DS is region locked. So, I mean, what you could do is get the Japanese 3DS and then buy a Japanese copy of Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon and just play that in English. But it still all needs to be Japanese. So,
right.
this is one reason why I'm glad the Switch is region free. So then, if something is exclusive to another region, it's fine. You just import it and play it like normal. Anyway, so yeah, I actually am really excited for Mario Party Top 100.
Yes.
Especially since the last Mario Party I bought was Mario Party 10.
Oh, now how did that feel when you threw away that money?
Well, I mean, that was back when the Mario Amiibo was exclusive to the bundle, so it was basically like getting the game for $15 off anyway. But
okay.
But still, it was like, how much money did I actually spend on it? And I felt like every penny was wasted. I played the game all day. I had played everything by the time the day was over, and there was nothing left for me to do that I felt was worth going back and trying again.
Oh dear.
It was so bad.
Hey, now we can only hope for the best of Animal Crossing Amiibo Festival for 3DS. It's gonna be great.
Yeah, they have that already. It's called Animal Crossing Amiibo Festival.
No.
There goes my internet. It's back. Okay. So that comes out November 10.
I'm excited.
This next one is the one that I'm most excited for, honestly, except for Pokemon, obviously. But Metroid: Samus Returns.
That looks good.
That comes out.
Really good.
That comes out Friday. I'm surprised they did not mention the Metroid and Samus amiibo that come out the same day, or the special edition for those either.
Well, I guess there's no news there. We already know that, don't we?
Yeah, I guess, but still, if they took the time to mention this, you'd think they'd mention everything coming out Friday.
But the special time that they have to announce our favorite game, that weird sumo wrestler or luchador game where you grow big heads or whatever.
Oh, Morphe's Law.
Yeah, they needed to.
Actually, that one excites me, but we're getting ahead of ourselves.
Exactly. Oh yeah.
Then there were various Atlas games. The one that stood out the most was Shin Megami Tensei. I didn't catch any of the others, much less release dates, so whatever. And then the last few things they talked about for the 3DS are Apollo Justice Ace Attorney. I know there's plenty of Ace Attorney fans out there. One of my best friends is an Ace Attorney fan, so that's.
I kinda am, but I have to still get into the series to understand.
They got a good one on iPhone for free.
Oh really?
To start.
Oh really?
Yeah, it's
downloading right now. That's price I can
it's actually really good.
I don't have an iPhone. I'm not going to pay $1,000 to have a phone that can't even recognize my face after I shave.
You want to wait to get rid of that pesky home button.
Wait, Phantasy Star Online 2, Japanese exclusive. Oh, I guess that makes sense, but man.
No,
You spelled fantasy wrong. It
No,
begins with an F.
No, that's how Phantasy Star is spelled. It's been that way since like the. When was it first released? The NES or the Mega Drive? One of those.
It was a Dreamcast. The first one.
Yeah, the very, very first one. I have Phantasy Star 4 on the Sega Genesis, and that was the fourth.
Wait, the first Phantasy Star or Phantasy Star Online?
Phantasy Star.
Let's see.
That was not. The first Phantasy Star Online was Dreamcast, but...
Yeah. And I know Phantasy Star...
The Sega Master System.
Yeah, Sega Master System. So
87.
it was Sega's competitor to the NES. That's how long that thing has been around.
Master System? Wow, that must be the most supreme console out on the market.
They made the Genesis, which actually did overtake the Nintendo for a while, but that's another conversation for another time. Yeah, so Ace Attorney comes out in November. Fire Emblem Warriors comes out on Switch and 3DS on October 20. I'm getting the Switch version, but that's only because it's a physical release. I have a friend who's obsessed with Fire Emblem. It's his favorite game series of all time, and he says the more he looks at Fire Emblem Warriors, the more worried he gets.
Oh, that's not good.
No, it's not.
It's not good.
And then of course,
no.
And then
I missed. Before we move on from that, I missed Hyrule Warriors. I wasn't bummed one morsel by that. So like, I think I'll be fine.
Like Hyrule Warriors was, I played it. It was fun for the first maybe 3 levels, but then the rest of them are exactly the same. It's a hack and slash. You find enemies, you button mash, and you destroy them all, and there's really no fun to it.
That's why it's fun.
Warriors. You're not.
I love Dynasty Warriors.
The Dynasty Warriors is a bit different, though. I don't know why, but anyway. So Fire Emblem Warriors, October 20. There's going to be a new design for the new Nintendo 2DS XL. It's orange and white, just like BB-8, and it comes out October 6th.
Wait, okay, why did they like... Wait, sorry?
Or maybe it was like in Japan or something.
It looks like a creamsicle.
I was just confused why they like made such a big deal out of that.
It's a creamsicle.
It's just another color.
Some people...
It's like you.
Yeah.
I mean,
guys, our brand new crazy announcement. Now you can buy white Joy-Cons.
If they did that, I in an instant.
Exactly.
Rose like the slice like through the screen, like the fire engulfs the screen, and they're like, a new challenger has entered the Switch console peripheral system, the white Joy-Con.
I'm surprised they didn't make that the Joy-Cons with the Mario Odyssey bundle instead of the red ones. We already have the red ones.
Yeah, that's a good point.
The white ones would have been perfect.
I just realized
the white ones, yeah.
White gloves.
We already have the red ones. Wow.
Well, I was thinking of their white wedding suits and dresses.
Oh, true.
Oh, true.
Yeah, but whatever. So that was the last 3DS thing announced. Everything else is Switch related, including a 15-minute preview for Xenoblade Chronicles 2.
That was ridiculous.
I was so excited to see anything new about that game because I fell in love with it after E3, and even I thought that was just way too long.
It was the guy was so unenthused.
It was so hard to hear him at the end in the second half.
Yeah.
Whoever mixed the audio did not do a good job.
Right.
I was it pulled me in. I was like, this is cool, you know, giant creature. Giant creature. And then as soon as like they started, like their voices were just so off from the talking, I was just like, I was like responding to
I like the visuals. I love how beautiful that open world looks. It very much reminds me of Breath of the Wild. And I love Breath of the Wild. I think all of us do. So, I mean, Kyle, your most successful series on your channel is Breath of the Wild, so...
Yeah. I don't think Xenoblade is going to replace that.
Nah, probably not.
No, I mean, it looks great. I mean, Xenoblade Chronicles, the first one on the Wii, has an even bigger open world than that, and they said that this will have even bigger than the first game. So this is going to be... I wouldn't be surprised if it's 30 to 50% bigger than Hyrule. So... I'm very much looking forward to exploring all that the game has. And the battle system looks pretty fun, too. But they spent way too long talking about the stuff that I probably would have much rather preferred figuring out on my own.
Can we talk for a second about the mountain that started talking? That scared the crap out of me.
What, not the fact that he turned into a cute little bunny at some point?
What?
Yeah.
Are you talking about the same guy, the guy who had a kid living on his back?
Yeah.
Yes, that was the same guy who turned like a little rabbit cat thing.
I am adorable, if I do say so myself.
What the hell?
Well, there goes my ad revenue. Thanks, Kyle.
What the heck? What the heck?
Yeah, that's what he said the first time, folks.
This stream is now not suitable for advertising.
It's actually, it was flagged for that before it even started. It's so stupid.
Oh my God.
Like, yeah, great job, YouTube. You okay, whatever.
Don't even.
Well, I mean, anyway.
So we have that new trailer. We have a release date, and I was wrong. I was expecting December 15. It comes out on December 1.
Oh. Right.
Oh, that sucks. I hate that.
Wait, do you really?
Earlier than your prediction?
Well, the two games that I guessed the release dates on, I got wrong for both of them, but they're releasing earlier than my prediction, so I'm actually pretty happy.
Yeah, honestly, it's only a good thing.
Good.
That's cool.
So yeah, December 1, I'm very thrilled. It will come with a special edition. I'm not sure if I'm going to get that or not, because I already pre-ordered the regular one, but... the special edition has like a steel cover, it has a CD soundtrack, an art book. Oh, and there will be a new Pro Controller themed after the game.
I want that.
Oh, jeez.
That one, that's pretty interesting, isn't it?
Yeah.
See, I have the Splatoon 2 themed one, so and that one costs $5 more, so I'm sure this one will cost $5 more as well.
Probably.
Ugh. What, really?
Yeah.
$5 more to slap a coat of paint on it?
Well, it's not just that. Like there's designs inside the plastic itself as well.
And the box says Splatoon on it.
Yeah, so there's that. Yes.
The only reason why I'm annoyed by that is because $5 US translates to, for some reason, $10 Canadian. So.
So you're going to have to pay like $95 altogether, or 105 or whatever it is.
$99.99.
God.
Oh my god.
Rest in spaghetti. Never forgetting.
Never forgetty.
Oh, speaking of Splatoon 2.
Yeah.
Speaking of spaghetti.
Is anyone else excited for Kelp Dome coming back on Friday?
Not really.
No.
I didn't really like Kelp Dome in the first game.
I was hoping for Walleye Warehouse.
Yeah. I mean,
I was like, oh, the first of the Switch news is a map for Splatoon that already existed.
Yeah.
You know what
There's also going to be Snapper Canal.
That's true. But when it came to Kelp Dome, I always thought when I thought of Kelp Dome, I was like, you know what? This needs more grades. It needs more.
Well, you got your wish, Fishy.
Yeah,
thanks.
clearly.
Thanks for that.
Oh, you know what I just realized? Kelp Dome would be perfect for Salmon Run. It's not going to happen, but it would have been a really good map design for. Well, I guess we kind of already have one like that, don't we?
Kind of. I think, yeah.
And then there's Snapper Canal, which I saw the name, I typed it down, and when I looked back at my screen, it was gone, so I didn't see it at all.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, right, yeah. I mean, I think they try to make it seem like it was kind of special, but it did make me feel of a lot like, what's the one in the camp? Last in Splatoon
Camp
1?
Sugarfish?
Camp Sugarfish. It made me feel like that, where like there's not really like a clear way over. Like you just have to jump between the two areas.
Yeah, that's pretty much the whole point of this one. Looked like.
So yeah, it was like just new coat of paint.
And we've got the Tintabrella, a new Brella weapon.
It looks awesome.
It looks huge.
I'm about that.
So that's all the Splatoon 2 news. I mean, I avoided all the data mine spoilers that people posted all over. I don't care about that.
Same.
So this is all news to me.
Same,
but
I wasn't even in the data mine.
I'd like to say that there was way more in the data mine than what was shown here. So I'm sure we'll get way more Splatoon 2 news in the future. Like not as in a few months from now. I mean a few weeks from now we'll get new stuff.
I think what they announced today is probably going to come, I'd say max within 2 weeks. Although they're probably going to release one map like within a week.
I think Kelp Dome. Kelp Dome is this Friday. I think Snapper Canal will either be the last Friday of this month or the first Friday of next month.
My prediction, on the record,
right up there with Pikmin 4.
Yep, I know, right? I'm good at this. Let's go 2 for 2. We're gonna get Kelp Dome this Friday, then we're gonna get that big old Brella. Tentative name, not sure that's the right name.
Tintabrella.
Next week, the week after that, and then after that, we're gonna get the Camp Sugarfish knockoff, whatever it's called, Snapper Canal.
Yeah. Well,
so that's my official.
It's here. It's on my channel. It's live. It's here for everyone to look back and say, "Wow, Fishy was so wrong."
Exactly, and I'm just used to that. I'm used to making very bold, confident claims that prove me wrong every time. So,
oh no!
And
hey.
And then up next, after that, they went back to Fire Emblem Warriors all over again.
Again.
There's a new character, Lynn. I don't know anything about that.
Oh! She was in Smash Bros. As an assist trophy.
Okay, she was an assist trophy in Smash Bros.
In Brawl, I think she was cut in the second one.
There's going to be a new trailer later today.
She was the girl that said, "Watch my blade."
Again, Again, it's releasing October 20. There will be a special edition, which is already sold out everywhere, thanks Nintendo. Oh, which reminds me, I'm surprised they didn't talk about the Super NES Classic.
Oh yeah.
That releases this month.
Oh, it's not out yet?
September 29.
Oh, true.
What were they thinking?
Maybe they're just sold out completely. They're like, we want people to forget that this exists.
and then of course there'll be Crom and Tiki Amiibo releasing the same day as the games. I mean, Crom is classic, so
yeah, probably
classic from like 2 years ago.
Well, I remember all the hate when he wasn't in Smash. So
oh my gosh!
I think if you rewatch the trailer where they Lucina and Crom, it's like so cruel to all the Crom.
It is.
Like he's at the end. He's like, looks like I'll get my chance another time, and like.
Don't worry, you'll get it now.
Yeah, I honestly like if I like cared about Crom, I would have probably smashed whatever device I watched that on.
Oh man,
that's so bad. But he's getting an amiibo at least, so yeah.
Smash confirmed.
Maybe. Okay.
Oh my gosh.
They said about Shovel Knight. So
they didn't say squat about Shovel Knight. I'm actually a bit surprised about that too.
Oh yeah, because I bought like the deluxe edition on the Switch, and apparently 2 games are coming out that they're gonna add to that. One they actually finally announced card game, the King card game, which I'm actually kind of surprised that they didn't mention that. And then also like a battle, like a PvP kind of style game for Shovel Knight, which is coming out, but
cool.
No news on it yet. Just aside from the eShop notification.
Barney the dinosaur for Smash.
Oh jeez, what?
Looking at the chat, Super C said Barney the dinosaur for Smash would be OP.
Oh man.
Yeah, it would be definitely OP. Yeah.
I love you. You love me.
Oh no.
That's all I'll say. Up next, Snipperclips Plus.
Ooh. I was mad, and I could say much worse words about this, but I was very upset that they are not just like making it a free update.
It's not free.
No. The reason why is because it's going to be available all on its own as a physical release later.
Gotcha.
And they can't make a free update on a cartridge for a game that you probably don't have. So.
Now, did I?
Well, I downloaded it. I have.
Well, I mean, I did too, but there's a lot of people who only collect physical games, and I'm one of them. But I also do have a few select digital ones. Yeah, I have Snipperclips, Oceanhorn, Sonic Mania, which is amazing, and Shantae Hachi and Hero.
Nice. Sonic Mania is great.
It is.
So yes, it is.
So I mean, so if. I don't know. If you already have Snipperclips, it'll be available to purchase as DLC, Snipperclips Plus. If you don't have Snipperclips, you can purchase this as its own game, both digitally and this one will be available physically, all on November 10th.
Okay.
I mean, it's about as many levels as were in the original game, right?
Yeah, plus, I believe, if you have the original, it unlocks a new mode for the original levels where you get random shapes. Every time you play the level, the 2 characters are different shapes, which makes it a whole lot more interesting. Which, yeah, I agree with Crystal. That does sound like a lot of fun, actually.
Yeah.
So, and then of course, and then Morphe's Law, available winter.
Yes, I actually am quite excited for that.
I am interested, but
I think it's one of those games that's like it has like this gimmick, right? And then like. You'll watch like trailers for it. They'll make it look really cool, but then when you play it, it's just like so dull.
Right, you talk about ARMS.
That's maybe, but that's honestly that's my personal opinion. I think that's gonna be the case, to be honest.
I mean,
even like when I watched gameplay of it, I was just like, this doesn't look that fun. That's just.
I'm kind of the other way around. Like, I think it looks fun, but I need to wait to actually play it before I can really make that decision. And it's available
when I see them when I see them show off the features, when I see them show how the game works, like the trailers look cool, but all those clips of the actual gameplay just kind of seemed like slow pace, like you just do like a little bit of damage here and there.
Well, that could have just been the devs trying to show off the various aspects of it instead of like actual. This is what a match will look like.
Oh no, but I was saying that like when they showed things that like when they that's what looked cool when they like showed off. Oh, like you can do this. Like like if there's a big guy chasing you, just run into a building, then you're fine. Like that looks cool. But then like when they actually showed like 2 people like shooting at each other for like. Those like tiny clips of just gameplay and throughout the trailers. That's what didn't seem that great, and that's what worries me. Because like that's 98% of the game, you know. So that's what worries me. But anyway.
Yeah, I mean, like when the Nindies showcase came a few weeks ago, this was one of the only games I saw that I was actually interested in. And
I did have the same opinion on it.
Yeah, seeing the footage now, like I'm a little more interested, but I really need to see more. And one of the big turnoffs for me is it looks like it'll be an eShop exclusive.
Yeah, I believe it.
So, like, if it's going to be like a $30, $40 game for a digital code that I'll never be able to display on my shelf, that's instantly a turnoff for me. Maybe it'll get a physical release. Maybe when Limited Run Games gets in on Switch, it'll get a release. But if it's eShop only and it turns out it is, like you said, it's not as epic as they make it look to be right now, then it's yeah. I like the concept, but if it doesn't play well, that's all that matters.
Yeah.
Although
we'll see.
Although Rocket League.
Yes.
Looked fun. It looked fun.
Honestly, we can't really say much about it because it's just gonna be the same game.
It's Rocket League. It does have some Switch exclusive stuff like Cars and Cars.
Great movie, especially the third one.
What was that, Crystal?
This is a tweet. Kyle's tweet.
Oh, I'll have to check it later. Like I said, I'm too scared to do anything extra on my computer right now because of how unstable my stream is. But yeah, that comes out this holiday. I'm actually a little surprised they didn't give a release date for it. If I were to guess, I would say like I don't even know because Skyrim comes out November 17, Xenoblade comes out December 1, and Mario Odyssey comes out October 27. There's not much extra room to put another big game in there.
Right.
So
not even Pikmin 4. Hello? That was very quiet. Hello? Did I just kill the stream?
I was just trying to think. I was trying to think of something to say, and nothing came to me. But yeah, I mean, I've always wanted to play Rocket League. Never had an opportunity. This will be the greatest opportunity there is. So
it's good.
Yeah.
Especially, it's going to be super good on if you can just play LAN with people.
Yeah, and I believe they said that there will be a local wireless for this game too. So there you go.
I might get it.
Yes, get it so we can make videos. Okay. Next up was Arena of Valor.
That looked interesting.
I'm having a hard time remembering much about it, in all honesty.
That is.
It was kind of like a MOBA game. It's like online multiplayer kind of thing.
It's made by the same people who do iPhone games.
Oh.
So it's just a generic MOBA that is...
Yeah.
There will be a free beta this winter.
I will not play that.
So, okay, they talked about Skyrim. November 17 is compatible with Amiibo. Gets you Zelda, Master Sword, and Shield.
Yes,
and I think
I'm definitely getting it.
Yeah, they said that you can get the items in the game without the Amiibo, but they basically are an instant give to you if you do have the Amiibo.
Yeah.
I like that method. I like that system.
Yeah.
Very excited for
Although,
that.
with how big Skyrim is, I believe I read somewhere it's like the 3rd biggest open world in history. Like, to find them in the game will probably take a while.
Probably, yeah.
Or a quick Google search.
So, November 17. My guess was November 28. So I was 11 days off. So
close enough.
Yeah, I was pretty close. I knew it'd be November sometime. So that was my guess. And that's a good date too, because like I said, Mario Odyssey October 27, Xenoblade December 1, and this is smack dab between the two. This is basically going to be the big release for November. I know a lot of people have been waiting for this ever since last October when it was first shown in the Switch reveal trailer. Everyone was like, wait, like the first thing people thought was, wait, is that actually like the actual Skyrim, not just a dumbed down port? And then when they found out it was, it's like, being able to take that on the go, I need a Nintendo Switch.
Yes.
Honestly, though, when I was watching the gameplay of it, I was like, this looks really janky and like not smooth.
Well,
and
the game first came out in 2013, so.
And I thought that was like, wow, the Switch version looks so inferior. But then I realized that that's the game.
That is the game.
They upgraded it for next gen. And then now it's just being downgraded back to what it was before.
The developer said that this is like a completely new port. They're not like taking one gen and downgrading or another gen and upgrading. They're just like pretending this is its own separate gen.
Oh.
So,
okay.
so this is like and that's basically what the Switch is if you think about it. It's like on the low end of the 8th generation. So,
right.
So, I mean, people don't care as long as you can take it places.
Yeah, yeah.
Exactly.
I have to go in 6 minutes. So can we quickly talk about, please?
Okay, we can talk about Mario Odyssey.
I have to go now, but have fun talking about
Mario
Mario
Odyssey.
The game just looks like it sucks.
No, it's real good.
Okay, thanks for that, Fishy.
Goodbye. Thanks for having me on the show.
See you, Choco.
Later, Choco.
Bye-bye.
See you later.
Now that he's gone, isn't that guy suck?
Okay, Mario Odyssey.
Yeah, Mario
my
Odyssey.
gosh.
I'm impressed as usual. I think it looks cool. Did you look at the tweet I tweeted, and you'll understand my thoughts on it?
I'll have to read it later.
It's yeah. I mean, I'm buying the game 100%. There's no doubt about.
I'd be shocked if there's someone who doesn't own a Switch, or I'm sorry, if there's someone who owns a Switch and doesn't get the game.
I think it's good. It's good that like they're doing a bundle for it because that just means like, well, first of all, a lot more people are gonna get the Switch. And Nintendo's gonna do very well and be very clean.
Like my big takeaway. I'm sorry, Crystal. Go ahead.
So I'll be honest, I'm kind of iffy about getting it still.
Really?
To be honest,
Now,
yeah.
you know, and I kind of understand that because, like, to me, it looks almost too big. Like,
yeah. Well, no, yeah, you're not wrong.
I mean, it looks almost like there's too much to do. It's not like Zelda where you want to explore. It really looks like there's so many things for you to do that it's going to feel more like a chore than actually exploring and doing stuff. But I'm like, that's probably just me. That's probably just my impression right now after coming off of Zelda and seeing like Zelda is a big open world, but it's empty. It encourages you to go place to place to find stuff. Mario Odyssey is packed full of stuff, so it's a little different.
Well, did you see like some of the Nintendo Trios games? Like first from the like demos and stuff.
Yeah, I saw their demoing of it, and
the worlds are massive, and they're not actually like that. A lot of stuff you need to like get on a vehicle and travel like between, points of interest.
Right.
And they have ways that's like if you try and go by foot, then like you'll be killed by like the wilderness. So there's a lot of stuff that like, I mean, I like because I don't know, like you're right about that. Like Zelda's definitely like more exploration based, but like it's also quite chory, like who doesn't think putting a stone into a circle of rocks to complete a circle is not a chore, so like I think Mario Odyssey looks really cool. I really like how they do have an option to like help you find the stars.
That was something that I was very happy to see, that there is a way to help find that stuff.
Because there's nothing worse than like having to Google it.
Yeah, that with Zelda, that's what I ended up having to do for quite a few things. So if I can avoid Google at all with Mario Odyssey, then that'll definitely make it a little better.
Exactly,
yeah.
And I'm excited to have like 50 stars a level or whatever. I have to say moons now. But yeah.
And that's the thing. They revealed 3 new kingdoms today. That brings it up to what, 10 kingdoms? 8 or 10, something like that.
Something, yeah.
So that's a lot. I mean, New Donk City is obviously. It reminds me of Sonic 06.
No.
But that's one of 10 or whatever it is. So that's just a fraction of what the world has. Whereas with Sonic 06, that was the hub world and it was horrible. So
yeah,
that's my tweet, by the way.
Fishy.
I just retweeted. I didn't actually.
Okay. You guys don't want to know.
Follow me on Twitter if you want to see my tweet. And with that, I've got to go. I shall take my bow and fold my fins in a bow because I've got to skedaddle and buy some Subway and eat food because I'm hungry.
Okay. See ya.
Anyway, yeah, good direct, everyone. Enjoy the rest of this chat. Have a good one, everyone in the chat. Thanks for coming, and I'll see you in the next one.
See ya.
Guys.
See ya.
Okay. So, yeah, I guess we can just keep talking about Mario Odyssey with whatever else there is to talk about. The capture mode actually was a little interesting. I'm not sure how I feel about it, though, especially like with fast-paced actions, it's going to be hard to pause the game in the exact right moment that you want.
Right. It's going to be tricky to use.
Yeah. Of course, it releases on October 27. Mario, Peach, and Bowser in their wedding outfits. Amiibo, same day. They did mention that every single other Amiibo is supported in the game in some way or another. I'm interested to see how.
Yeah. So never really explained it, but I guess they'll get...
Well, yeah, what's going to happen if I scan in a rover from Animal Crossing into the game? What's it going to look like?
Yeah, exactly.
It's going to be interesting. And then, of course, there's the bundle. It has 2 red Joy-Cons. And when I first saw it, I thought, cool, new Joy-Con colors. But then I was like, wait, we already have red Joy-Cons. We have left and right.
Well, aren't they technically pink almost?
No, they're neon.
Okay.
They're neon red. That's the name of them. There is a pink Joy-Con, but it's the Splatoon bundle.
That's right. Okay.
Yeah. Anyway, like I think I pretty much summed up my thoughts on Mario Odyssey as it is. So,
yeah.
Anything you want to add?
Not really. Like I said, I'm still kind of on the not so sure side.
Like the thing with me was like what sold me on the game originally was just seeing the T-Rex, because T-Rexes are awesome.
A lot of people, yeah.
So like that will be cool to be able to play as the T-Rex, but that's just such a small part of the game.
Yeah.
I guess we'll see. Of course, Peach does have a Cappy of her own, and I just saw my chat explode with people who regretted shipping her Cappy with Mario's Cappy. Turns out they're siblings.
Whoops.
Feel bad, people. Feel very bad.
That's what you get for jumping to conclusions.
That's all I have to say about the game.
Yeah.
Let's see. Doom is coming holiday, and Wolfenstein 2 is coming 2018.
Right.
I believe Wolfenstein 2 is actually the new game that they're making for the other consoles.
So. Yeah, I think that's why it's coming later. That's why.
Yeah, so I think they're actually going to be making they're going to be releasing Wolfenstein on the Switch, either alongside or close to the release dates of the other consoles as well, which is actually pretty big for the Switch.
Yeah.
So.
Competition.
Yeah, there's an update for Flip Wars. Do either of us play that?
Not at all.
Okay, well then that's Flip Wars. The update's available now. Arcade Archives.
That's interesting.
It is, and it looks like what they're going to do is they're going to release those arcade games as perfect ports to the Switch, meaning it plays exactly the same and it looks exactly the same. No different graphics, no different buttons or audio or whatever. Whatever the arcade was 20, 30 years ago, 40 years ago, however long, that's what you're going to be able to play on the Switch.
That should be interesting to see.
Of course, they're starting off with Mario Brothers, the original Mario Brothers, not Super Mario Brothers.
Right.
Although Versus Super Mario Brothers will be a later game. Balloon Fight versus Balloon Fight will be another one, and then after that, I just lost count.
Ice Climbers.
Ice Climbers, I think Versus Pinball was one of them.
Yeah, and then they had a clip of Punch Out.
Yeah, they did show Punch Out, and they made it clear that that was what the original arcade video looked like as well. That's not an emulation. So,
oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Wow.
The original Punch-Out actually used 2 screens, one on the top to give you all the stats on the other player, and then the bottom screen was what you used to actually play the game, to see what your opponent was doing so you could fight.
Oh, okay. Huh.
Yeah. So that's to see those games released as perfect ports, that's what a lot of people have been asking for since, oh man, like ever since perfect ports were first possible. So like the N64.
Huh.
Yeah, so, and we've never gotten them until now. That's actually a huge deal for a lot of arcade enthusiasts and for people who like retro Nintendo at all. Of course, Mario Brothers is the first one. It comes out on September 27. I'm guessing it'll be a $5 or $10 game, not expensive at all.
And probably digital only.
Most likely digital only. I can't imagine them releasing this as a cartridge unless after they've released everything, they compile it all and just put it out on one cartridge as its own game.
Right, that's what I was thinking, but all together by themselves, just digital.
Yeah, that just makes sense to me. Of course, Zelda. The amiibo are coming out November 10.
Yes.
Which is a lot sooner than I was thinking, like December.
I wasn't sure when, honestly.
But yeah, oh man, I wish Fishy was here so we could talk about Mifa. But like Mifa is the one I'm most excited for. But honestly, all 4 of them look beautiful.
I'm only looking at Urbosa, but to be honest, I'll probably get all of them too.
Well, I think if I remember right, you have to get them all together here anyway, as a 4-pack.
Probably.
I could be wrong. They might be separate, but I don't remember.
Well, either way.
Yeah. So November 10 for the amiibo. They touched a little bit on the Champions Ballad.
Really? I didn't hear.
No, they didn't. They just talked about it.
Yeah. Just the amiibo.
They mentioned it in passing. They said these amiibo are to tie in with the upcoming Champions Ballad DLC, and this is what the amiibo give you.
What? Okay, yeah, that's that part. But like, why couldn't they talk about? Maybe it's too soon.
I'm guessing they're gonna make a whole direct dedicated to it, like a 5 or 10 minute direct.
That'd be nice.
Yeah, I wanna know more. But the equipment that they give you is pretty cool. The headgear based off of their respective divine beasts.
It looks like the headgear matches the Guardian armor you get later in the game.
Yeah, so that's pretty cool.
Yes.
I mean, I would have gotten them even if you scan them in the game and it just said congratulations. But to see them actually have some pretty cool functionality in the game, I'm okay with that.
Yeah. Same here.
They touched on. I mean, if there's more you want to talk about for that, feel free.
Oh no, that's fine.
Okay.
They touched. Disappointed, but that's it.
Yeah, they touched upon 4 upcoming fighting games or sports games. NBA 2K18, digital September 15, retail October 17.
Okay.
WWE 2K18, no date on that.
Okay.
FIFA 18, September 19. For all those people out there who will crucify you if you say soccer instead of football, that's the game for you.
Oh boy.
Like in the United States, FIFA's not that big of a deal, but probably every other country in the world, it's huge. It's just as big of a game series as games like Mario and Zelda and Sonic.
Right.
So that is actually a big deal to people. Maybe some of you who are listening right now. And then, of course, Pokken Tournament Deluxe, September 22. So next Friday.
Gosh.
No? Wait, yeah, next Friday.
So soon. I didn't even realize that.
Yeah.
Yeah, next Friday.
No, Cool Orange Fox. FIFA is September 19. They said it during the Direct, and that's been the known date for a month or 2 by now.
Yeah.
So I am correct. And Pokken Tournament next Friday. I'm getting it. I had a hard time liking the first one, but we will see if this new one makes it any better. I don't know. We'll
Here's
see.
hoping, because I think I'm going to get it too.
Oh, yay. I'll have someone to play with. Okay. And then they made a big show out of Project Octopath Traveler.
I got nothing to say.
Yeah, when they had their announcement when they had their Switch presentation back in January, this was one of the games they talked about. They didn't talk about it in full. They just said, here's a game that Square Enix is making exclusively for the Switch. It's called Project Octopath Traveler. We will have more information later. I think that the HD 2D looks kind of cool, if a little blurry, but I think that's more of the aesthetic choice they're going for, the visual presentation more than the graphics themselves.
Right.
There's a demo available probably right now. For anyone who wants to try it out. There will be a longer trailer at a later time, and the game itself comes out in 2018.
Okay.
I think it won't do as well as Nintendo thinks it will do.
Nah, not at all. It honestly, the whole trailer, I actually got up in the middle of it and did things because I got bored.
Yeah, so did I, in all honesty. I went and got a drink. So... yeah, I mean...
that is bad.
I mean, I could be wrong. This could be the next Okami, but... I don't think so. Otherwise, we got new updates for ARMS.
Which we already knew about.
And the updates are available basically right now.
Yeah.
Dragon Quest Builders is coming in spring.
That looks a little fun.
It does, and up till now, I had assumed it would be a Japanese exclusive, so I'm glad to see it's coming over here. One less game for me to import.
Right.
Even though I have to import Dragon Quest X, which comes out in Japan next Thursday.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, I have to import that, but whatever. Okay. And then, Kirby Star Allies.
So that's that team fight thing, right?
Yeah. This is what they showed off at E3 as the untitled Kirby project for 2018. That's the official name, Kirby Star Allies. It comes out spring. I'm guessing it's going to be a big game for either March or April.
Probably, yeah.
That buff DDD, though.
That was...
Like, I saw that and I thought, whoa. he got ripped really fast.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
So
that was bizarre.
That was my biggest takeaway from that trailer.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Buff DDD. No go.
And then they had various eShop titles, not one of which I wrote down or remembered.
I only wrote down Steam World, which, nah.
And then they had some tidbits on future games. Lost Sphere comes out January 23rd.
Okay.
Sonic Forces November 7. I'm cautiously optimistic about that game.
Same.
Resident Evil Revelations November 28. For those of you who are Resident Evil fans, that's a game for you. If not, then...
Don't know what else to say.
LA Noire, which is from Rockstar, is coming November 14.
People are really excited for this one.
Yeah, it's a big deal because Rockstar giving the Switch support is so huge because they made games like GTA 5 and Red Dead Redemption. So for them to just put something like this on the Switch alongside the exact same port of the game on other consoles is a big deal because that means they're willing to give the Switch a chance, and if the Switch pays off, then they're willing to put all their other big games in the future on the Switch as well.
Here's hoping.
Plus, I've heard plenty of people say LA Noire is a good game. I hadn't even heard of it before it was announced for the Switch, so...
Yeah, same. So, here's hoping.
Yeah, and Django said Doom coming to the Switch opens up a huge store for third parties to make Switch games in the future. Yeah, all these big games that have been staples for years coming to the Switch is a big deal. Because if people buy the games, and they will buy these games, I mean, Skyrim is hyped alone, Rocket League, and so many other games that are coming to the Switch. If those sell well, it'll tell publishers, oh, let's not port our games over later. Let's develop those ports alongside PS4 and Xbox One.
Right, exactly.
Basically making the Nintendo an actual contender in the video game current market for the first time in probably 10 years or more.
Yeah.
So that's why we're excited for these. Not necessarily because we're excited to play the games, but because it's telling developers that whatever games they have in the future, we want to play.
Yes.
And then, of course, they wrapped it up with Mario Odyssey, which we already discussed.
Yeah.
I will have to double-check those Joy-Cons and make sure they're brand new. If they're not, that's going to be such a pain. I mean, what, you're going to have 2 Neon Red Joy-Cons and then 2 Mario Red Joy-Cons? That would be such a big pain. The white Joy-Cons I would have loved to see.
They would have been nice.
So
and apparently Japan now has an all-white 2DS now.
They have an all-white 2DS?
Yeah, it's like a... Let me see if I can find that post.
I'll have to look at that.
White and silver or something. Oh, right here. I'm going to link it.
Yeah. So, I think my favorite things from this were the Pokemon Ultra Sun Ultra Moon trailer. Like I said,
for obvious reasons.
That's the most footage we have of the game. That's more than all the previous footage we had combined, so I'm happy.
Right.
The new the Pokeball themed new 2DS looks interesting. I don't think I could ever justify getting that. I'm already getting the Metroid new 3DS coming out this Friday, so...
Oh, are you?
Yeah, I ended up getting it with some of the money that was funded to me by the Team B-Rush campaign. I'm so happy for you guys for that.
Oh, nice.
Most of the rest of it's going to my New York trip, though. I booked my hotel and my plane tickets, and I set aside money for food while I'm there. So basically, the whole trip is paid for now, mostly because of the campaign.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, so thank you all who bought a shirt. You're funding my trip to New York to meet Crystal and Sagasi. And Fishy is going to be there too, but I've listed him last for a reason. Anyway.
Oh my gosh, just in case.
Like the biggest things that, like, if I were to pick 3 things that actually did interest me throughout this whole thing, it would be Pokemon Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon,
right?
Xenoblade Chronicles 2, even though it was a little too long, and I'm even going to skip over Mario. I'm going to say the Zelda amiibo functionality was my 3rd favorite thing.
Oh wow!
Like, Mario probably is a 4th place, but still, it's below the Zelda amiibo, and definitely below Pokemon and Xenoblade.
Yeah.
What about you? What do you think your favorite things were from this, besides Minecraft?
Well, not so much Minecraft. It's not high on the list. I'm just probably top for me would probably be Mario and Luigi.
Oh yeah, that too.
Believe it or not.
No, I believe it.
Games.
So.
The Mario Party.
Yeah.
And honestly, I was more interested in the games in the 3DS, but for the Switch, probably Skyrim.
Okay. Well, I mean, the 3DS did have some really high-quality titles. I mean, nothing really stood out to me as that just doesn't look good.
Yeah.
So, and for the Switch, Skyrim. Have you played Skyrim before?
I recently got it on the 360, but I haven't played far in it yet.
Okay. Well, I have never played it at all, so this is going to be my first time when it comes out.
You know, have fun. It's an interesting game.
Yeah, I know in Mario Odyssey, Mario went into painting. Like, I thought that's like... Mario 64, Mario goes into painting. It's Mario Sunshine, he goes into the, whatever you call it, the swirly marks.
It's basically paint on a wall.
Yeah. And
the same concept.
And in Mario Galaxy, he goes into stars. So I would expect in Mario Odyssey, in order to get from place to place, he would jump into something. So why not a painting?
Yeah.
So yeah.
It's like a nice homage.
So yeah, I guess that's all we have to talk about. I really don't have anything else to add. This Direct, like I know everyone's upset that there was no Super Smash Brothers, but in all honesty,
it's too soon.
I thought that was like the least likely of anything to be announced.
Exactly.
Like, I gave it a 10% chance, and I thought that was gracious, but it was only because, you know, the Japanese Direct listed it as the game they were going to talk about.
Yeah.
Which, if you know anything about how YouTube works, usually YouTube just assigns a random game. If you list your video as gaming content but don't list a game, it assigns a random game. So it probably looked at Nintendo's videos and saw, oh, your Smash Brothers videos do the best. We'll assign that as the game.
Oh boy.
So, anyway, I will admit I'm a little disappointed there wasn't Animal Crossing or Pikmin. I genuinely thought that one of those would get announced.
Yeah, exactly.
There was nothing new. Like, even Project Octopath Traveler we knew about. It's just that was the first time we saw anything of it. But everything else we knew about.
Right.
So it's a little underwhelming in all honesty, but...
Kind of is.
But it is what it is, and I guess that's how the stream is going to end.
Guess so.
Yeah. Thanks for being here with me, Crystal. It was awesome to have you here and Chaco and Fishy, but they
left early.
They be gone. So
yeah. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. And thanks to everyone who watched this. I hope you enjoyed, and if you are watching this afterwards on YouTube and you made it all the way to the end of the video, then type in something like, I don't know, hashtag...
Thanks, Nintendo.
Hashtag thanks, Nintendo. Thank you. Yeah. And on that note, thanks, Nintendo. And, see you later.
Bye, guys.